What's up, Lowlives? It's your boy Rhino back with another amazing episode of the Lowlife podcast. With me, as always, my homie, Handhead Danny.
Oi, oi. I love that. I hope that never goes away. Welcome to your Friday, motherfuckers.
Yeah, well, it's not going to go away because you're always going to be on a panhead every time we see you.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
I know I'm married to that thing now. There better not be any catastrophes befall me because then I have to get rid of it. But
Dude, I'm getting, we're going to get it. This episode, we're going to give some updates and bullshit, like what we've been working on, life updates on the Idle Hands show. You definitely want to stick around for that. But yeah, man, I'm unemployed, so I've had a chance to work on that bike. Been working on my Seacoast Harley build off bike too, going in a whole different direction. We'll get into all that bullshit, but first, I don't know. Do we have any housekeeping or any shout outs?
I got some shout outs actually. Yeah.
Do some shout outs. It's been a
Cool.
minute. We've been
Yeah.
doing the fucking. I'm exhausted from doing the chopper building series. 5 weeks straight of doing research, handling props,
Yeah.
thinking about it all day, like make sure we got it right. I just want to, first of all, I just want to thank everybody for fucking reaching out with suggestions and things that we forgot and all that bullshit.
Yep.
And the people that are listening to it, you guys are loving it. I didn't even mention this to you, Dan. I told you before we started that series, I said, this series is going to be our number one series.
Mhm.
Guess where How to Build a Chopper is right now on our all-time most listened to episodes.
It's not number one, is it?
It's number 6.
Damn.
And we just put that out 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Chopping 101, chopping part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and part 5. The one that me and Loctite did are the top 5. The one that we just did 5 weeks ago is already sitting at number 6. So I think it's going to be that series will be the new top 5.
Cool. Hell yeah.
And I think it was definitely, like more intense, and like we went a little bit deeper, like definitely with the paint thing, like we on that first series, we're not painters, but like we had a 2-part paint series and we got tons of fucking great feedback on the paint series. Guess what? Guess who commented on our post on TikTok?
Who?
I don't know, like the king of internet paint, Lime Time.
Oh, really?
Time
No
Warp
kid, Lime?
Customs. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. He was like,
That's
keep
cool.
on painting, bro.
That's
And I was
awesome.
like, fuck yeah, dude.
Adam's a good dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I've learned a lot from him too. He has an awesome collection of YouTube videos.
Yep. He does Limeline is his paint supply company, and that's linked through Amazon and stuff. So you can get his stuff right on Amazon. And he does Time Warp Customs on YouTube. Surely if you're listening to us, you've heard of him by now. So that's very cool.
Such great tutorials. Like the image transfer tutorial that he does, like he does a couple of them, but they're so idiot proof. If you want to do an image transfer, check them out. But
for sure.
Yeah, dude, super stoked. But anyways, go ahead and let's get into some shout outs here.
Okay, cool. So shout out, I just saw this one a couple minutes ago. Shout out to Matty Chopper Fisher. He just posted like a quick little update video of his build. Dude, it's sick. It's coming along really, really cool. So love to see it, Matty. And then the other one real quick I have is shout out, and it's a little sad also. Shout out to our buddy Ellie, Professor Falcon, and his crew over at Sad Clown City. Unfortunately, they're going to have to shut the doors. Times are tough, but that's a local legend spot. So we're sad to see that go, but I wanted to put out this Saturday, March 14th, tomorrow, when you're hearing this, they're doing like a big wrapping it up party kind of deal. So they'll be slinging tattoos and all that kind of stuff. So if you can make it, seek out the Sad Clown City Tattoo or Professor Falcon on Instagram and for details there. But
dude, what a cool thing they had going there, dude.
Yeah,
I had no idea it was like an unlicensed tattoo shop. Like badass, dude. Are you gonna make it down this weekend? Or oh wait, you're gone this weekend. Fuck.
I'm gone this weekend. Yeah, unfortunately. So
Damn.
I won't make it this weekend, but I'm gonna do my very best to find some time to get down there before the end of the month. So he's tattooing. They are tattooing there until the end of the month. So if you
let me know when you go down there.
I will. Yeah, for sure. I would like to. Ellie even said like we could just, hey, we have time this time, and if
Yeah.
he'll meet us there or whatever. So,
Yeah, dude.
but yeah, so
Such
definitely
such a
if you're
cool
in the
fucking
local
I was
area,
so fucking impressed, dude. 12
yeah,
years, was it?
I think he said 12 years. Yeah,
That's
incredible.
so impressive, dude, to keep that
Yep.
shit going that long.
And with everything else that man does, I mean, he was the original bassist in Haywire and, all the countless bands he's ever been and all that. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's an incredible feat that shop
He's a good
lasted as
dude. All
long as
those
it
Lost
did.
Spotted dudes are, like, the best dudes. We got to
Yep.
see him this weekend. We went to that little show
Yeah.
briefly. We popped in with the boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but wasn't quite our scene. We got to see Corey's bike. That was
Got to
good.
see Corey's bike again. That's always nice.
Yep.
Thing's sick.
And we did get to see that absolutely fucking mint Honda Silverwing with the sidecar. That thing
That
was
was
fucking awesome.
that thing was inspiring, dude.
Yeah, dude. That thing was
You
cool
could
as
that's
fuck.
something you can go cross country on, you know?
It's a 300, but still.
Yeah, but it's just
Or
like the
500,
sidecar,
sorry. Yeah.
you can go cross country with a partner, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, your dog.
Yeah. Duh.
Fuck a talking person. I'd bring my dog.
There's a dude that used to, and maybe you've seen him because he always on 2nd Street. There's a guy that has a Ural, like that Russian fucking bike.
Yeah.
He might be dead now. I used to see him all the time when I used to work down that way.
Mm.
But every time he was on sidecar with his fucking dog with doggles on, cruising
No
around
shit.
on a fucking it wasn't a new one either. It was like a World War II restored Ural. I think I'm saying that right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The
No
fucking
kidding. No,
Russian bike. Yeah,
I
dude,
don't
it's
think
sick.
I've ever seen that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always
Hopefully
been
he's
it.
still with
And
us.
he's wicked. You can't help but wave at him and be like, "That's fucking awesome, dude."
Hell yeah, dude. I
Dog in a
love it.
sidecar?
Makes me happy.
Yes. Yep. Um,
Yeah, that's all I got for shout outs.
yeah, I guess I only got one. And it's not really a shout out. It's more me just addressing our entire listenership as a whole. Now, yeah, we know you guys haven't exactly been putting in the work. We can tell you haven't been getting in the garage. Yeah. Yeah, we can tell you haven't been working on your chopper. It's been snowy, cold, work sucks, wife's a bitch, kids. There's 1,000 excuses. I swear to Christ, if I hear 1001 come out of that glory hole in your head you call a fucking mouth, I'm going to puke. It's time to lock in, boys. It's fucking March. I want to see you in the garage working on your bike. Get your fat, lazy ass in the fucking garage and start chopping. And don't come out until you kick that bitch over and ride it down the road to fucking idle hands. Don't make me come over there. Don't make me get angry with you, Buster.
You just talking to me that whole fucking time? Because fuck you. I resemble that remark. Goddamn. Fine.
I just want everybody to know that I know that you haven't been
Yeah.
working on your bike, and I'm disappointed in you.
I know, dude. I've been
Touch your bike
slacking.
every day. It's easy for me to say I'm unemployed, but
Yeah. Get a job, you fucking bitch.
dude, quit your job. Your full-time job now is working and tinkering on bikes in the garage. No, I'm actually it's funny because we actually just had some decent days up here in the Northeast,
Well,
and I saw a lot of fucking motherfuckers working on their shit. I know the
Yep.
cold, not everybody has the luxury of having heat in their garage, and it's really fucking hard when it's dark at 5 o'clock to get motivated when you get home from work. But guess what? We changed the clocks, boo. We sprung ahead. Spring is sprung. I got my spring boner, dude. It's rock hard. And yeah, dude, I had the fucking garage doors open. It was like 70 degrees.
yeah.
Both garage doors open. Got all that must out of the garage. And I saw some bikes out on the road. And I was like, I want that to be me.
Mhm.
So this is the time I saw motherfuckers working on their shit. I'm seeing some fucking sick updates from the Idle Hands builders. Dudes are putting in the work. You know what I mean? But if you're not, Buster, that message was for you. Get motivated. Lock in. It's time to lock in.
Fine.
You will.
Stop
You
yelling at me.
you are actually you said this before the winter started, but you said that you do like 90% of the build in the last 2
3
months.
months, yeah.
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 You work
I
good under
thrive
pressure,
I thrive
and
under
you can get
pressure.
a lot done in a little bit of time.
Yeah. Oh, also shout out to Ellie because I have a fucking paint job on the books. I'm gonna redo his tank, so we're gonna
Oh,
switch it
sick.
up on one of his old ones. Yeah, we're gonna redo the tropical one, but we're gonna do something different. So I have a paint job on the books. I'm really excited. I've been really itching to do like bike paint and shit. I just haven't. I legitimately haven't had the time or energy after work, getting used to the schedule and all that shit. So I'm excited to get back into that. And the no sleep season's back. So
Yeah.
lots of fucking overnights in the garage.
Yeah, dude. I'm super stoked. I was actually making my, jockey shifter.
Fuck yeah. Sick.
Yeah. I fucked it up, so I have to redo it. But I got this sick ass fucking antique aluminum cast devil head
You got it
off of
in?
eBay from some
Yeah.
famous caster guy, apparently. Man, working with aluminum, drilling and tapping aluminum is a dream, dude.
Yeah.
After working with all stainless steel,
Ugh.
it's like so nice. So yeah, I tapped that bitch. I made a little plate. Yeah, I'm going jockey shift this time, 100%. I've decided.
Sick.
I've been talking about it for years, and I'm done being a fucking pussy. I'm gonna do it. It's way cooler. It's just
True.
cooler. So I got to learn how to do it, and I'm gonna do it on this bike because this bike fucking deserves it. This is gonna be my finest work.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
You're gonna get real good at it just in your driveway.
Oh yeah,
I'm so nervous for you for your first ride up.
dude. My fucking driveway is in my road after those 70-degree days is
Mhm.
unpassable, dude.
Oh, I bet. I bet it's straight mud.
Yeah. Dude, like my poor little Audi is like bottomed out.
I
It
bet.
just sinks down and like I have to when I pull out of my driveway, dude, I'm going like 40 miles an hour and I can't let off the gas or I will get stuck.
I bet.
It is muddy as fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck, dude. Because once I hit that pavement, mile and a quarter down the road,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Right.
But I've been going to the car wash a lot lately.
Yeah. Same.
But dude, I actually had the fucking top down in the convertible, picking up
Nice.
the kids and shit. They
Fuck yeah.
fucking loved it. Then I
That's
remembered, I
amazing.
was like, "Why did I get a fucking convertible, dude? I'm an idiot." But I'm like, "Oh, convertibles are fun." I wanted to have a fun car, and it's
Yeah.
wicked fun. You should like, for years, dude, I always got, like, a really sensible car that could, like, carry a family and shit, but then I was just like, "Fuck it, no, we have a family car. I'm gonna get something that I wanna get." And I don't regret it. It's a terrible financial decision, alright?
Yeah.
I live in the middle of the woods, dude,
Yeah.
and, this thing, like, dude, the frost heaves are insane, dude. I bought about 20 times a day. Like, I'm going down the road and if you guys don't know what frost heaves are, if you're in one of those warmer locales,
Mm.
just imagine, like, the Earth's tectonic plates shifting, and then all of a sudden, there's just, like, a 3-foot hump that's like a speed bump in the middle of the road that's all, like, craggy and, like, broken up, and that's a speed bump, and there's probably, like, 4,000 of them on a road.
Yeah.
I literally am swerving around them, like, when you see them and shit, so you don't bottom out, but, they do repave the roads every decade or so, like, every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah.
They haven't since I moved here. My
Once we
fucking
start to
road is
look like
dog shit,
Worcester.
dude.
Yeah. I just had to order fucking 2 hub bearing assemblies for my
Oh, you got
pickup truck.
those?
Yeah, I just had to order them. Fucking $140 for the cheapest ones I could find.
For
Who
the
the fuck
pair?
has that kind of money? Huh?
For the pair?
For the pair, yeah.
That's
It's
not
not
bad, dude.
it's not bad. It's just not money that I have fucking laying around. So that
Yeah.
you know how it is. I hate spending money on the boring shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to work on my own truck. I don't want to put
I'll
parts
spend
in
a
my own
lot
truck.
of money on fun stuff.
Yeah, dude. I want to spend money on the shit I need for the panhead and whatever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just that shit sucks, the life stuff. But yeah, it's getting pretty bad. So
It feels good once you get that shit on, like, remember I blew the bearing on the truck that I bought off you?
mhm.
and then I had to buy a ton of shit. Um, but then once it was done, it rode good, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I don't have to do that ever again," you know?
Right.
That's nice. But,
Yeah.
yeah, doing, like, brake jobs and shit like that, especially this time of year sucks if you don't have a
Mhm.
good place to do it.
Yeah. I've been holding off. I did the tranny flush earlier this winter, and it was fucking miserable, dude.
Yeah.
That was the fucking worst. I wanted to fucking end it. It was
Do you
so
work
bad.
do you pull are you able to pull, like, part of your truck into the garage ever? Or do you
Into
have to
my
work out
garage?
Yeah.
No.
You have to work
No.
out in the out in the driveway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I usually I'll just, like, push everything up against the wall and then get, like, the front end in, so
Right.
I'm at least in the garage.
Yeah.
I can't even do that right now because I have so
I've
much
gotten
shit.
it the height with the truck, if I take like 5 to 10 PSI out of the back tires, I've discovered that if I have like the scythe in the back of the truck, if I fold the handlebars down, I can back the truck into the garage and it's like this fucking close. I did it the night before party at the pen because I didn't want to have to.
Oh, right,
We were
right.
leaving like however early we left, super
Yeah,
early in the morning. So I didn't want to have to load my bike at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
yeah,
So I loaded it and then I didn't want somebody stealing it. So I literally backed it into it was impossible to have moved it.
yeah.
So I can fit like the bed of the truck in there, but I can't fit the cabin.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
part that has all the stuff that breaks, the
yeah.
engine
All the
parts and
way.
stuff.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn,
It
dude.
is what it is.
Yeah, I wanna have like, ultimate goal in my life is to eventually live in a place that has, like, an airplane hangar
Yeah.
where you just have infinite space, and you're not,
Yeah.
scrubbing for fucking shop space sucks, dude.
Hmm.
I've redone my garage, like, fucking 70 times just to, like, fit different equipment in and stuff.
Yeah. Dude, at
It's
work,
fucking pain in the ass.
all the equipment and shit in all of the cars are on skates. They're on wheels, everything.
Yeah.
Because dude, it has to get shuffled around so often. There's an entire SUV being built on our work table. Like there's like four cars, one, two, three, four cars in our main bay. There's two in each other bay. Like you're walking like this in between car doors on tables and shit. Like there's so much going on and it's constantly shuffling around. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to I was looking into those, like, motorcycle dollies,
Hmm.
which would be awesome, but I need to buy, like, a 5-pack. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I can't just buy 1, and they're if you buy 5 of them, they're expensive, but I'd love
Right.
to have those, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Just be able to scoot shit around and in and out,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking herniated disc, dude. So I'm just, like, straight up it's like, just jerking my lower back around, trying
Oh
to move shit
yeah.
around, you know?
Ugh.
I have nowhere to I got the V-dub in here, and I got 5 bikes in my garage right now, and I have nowhere to fucking walk.
Mm.
Constantly stepping over shit.
You got to get like a storage facility or something down the street,
Yeah, that's
like a
actually a great
locker.
idea. I didn't even think
Yeah,
about that.
they're pretty cheap.
Yeah. Get the car out of there, get the bikes that I'm not using or working on out of there.
Yeah.
I need another lift too, because I've been working on that Seacoast bike on the fucking ground like an
Mm.
idiot. And that fucking thing is huge, dude. That thing is
Yeah,
not easy to move around.
it's a lot of bike.
Yeah. I'm actually making made a post about this, but I'm making or finally using a tank that I've had in my garage for like 5 years, 6 years, I don't know.
Yep.
And trying to make a tank out of that. Because I'm trying not to spend a lot of money on it.
Mm.
So just like the idea for this bike, and I've changed direction. So you guys probably saw initially I was gonna chop it and put it in a fucking frame and shit. But then I'm like, I'm not using anything on the bike. Like I don't know. I think it's harder to make what you have work than to just go and buy a bunch of stuff, you know?
Mhm.
And since I'm unemployed, I don't have any money coming in. So I can't just buy Paco frames, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to make that bike out of the stuff that I have. And I have plenty of scrap and plenty of parts and stuff, but I gotta get crafty. So I think that's part of the challenge, but also part of the fun. So yeah, I axe that tank and then I'm gonna try to make it work with that bike, but make it smaller. It's even when I cut it in half and took the tunnel out, dude, that fucking tank is humongous.
Really?
So I'm thinking about maybe making it into a split tank
Okay. That'd be
and then
cool.
having it connected through the frame, through the
Ooh.
backbone. Like, have it sit really low and just, like, take straight up flat sheet metal on both sides, have it sit down low in the frame, and then have, like, tubing that goes through the frame to connect the 2. I
Hmm.
thought that might be cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's gonna test my welding skills because it's fucking needs to be gas tight and,
Yeah. Directly over your
a
engine.
little
Yeah.
little crispy on the inside too, I found out. It looks like
Mm.
someone painted the inside, like, the same color as the outside.
They probably did some sort of cavity wax or powder coat or something in there. Yeah.
Dude, it looks like spray paint. It looks like someone took a fucking spray paint and went bzz, like, it's the same
Really?
exact color as on that's on the outside.
No shit.
It's
Huh.
peeling up in sheets. So,
Gross.
I don't know. I'm gonna see what I can do with that. If not, I'll find another tank that'll work, but I think I'm gonna keep, I think I might do struts. I might actually make my own struts, um, and then do, I was gonna do a Crazy Franks, but I actually saw this wicked cool short, Fender, who was it? Evolution Cycles did,
Yeah.
and it was like, dude, it was like 6 inches long, and I was like, "Dude, that would look sick as fuck with a
Hmm.
tiny little, uh, sissy bar," you know what I mean? And make like a wicked dude, this thing's so low, and then when I put the struts on it, I'm gonna make it even shorter, so just
Mm.
have it, like, wicked low, chunky, and have just, like, a little tiny fender on it, um and then just some fucking tough bars. I think I might actually reuse those bars and, uh, they're so wide because they were in a fucking
Fairing.
humongous fairing,
Yeah.
but if you shorten them up, they look like cool, like, little mini apes, so I might do
Yeah.
that, cut them rolling out and shit. But, yeah, get crafty, you know? Just do the cutting, welding, and all that shit and try to make something cool, but not spend a bunch of money on it, you know?
Right.
Especially now because on the shovel head, I'm like, I want to rebuild the transmission. So I'm like, "Oh, how much does like a 4-speed transmission rebuild kit go for?"
Mm.
$500, dude.
Fuck.
If you get all the gaskets and all the bearings and all that shit, dude, like, it'll be like a brand new 4-speed, you know? But, I can get a gasket kit for probably about $100, like Jim's gaskets,
Yeah.
decent. Um, so I think I might go that route because what I did with the old shovel head is I just vapor honed it, and I'm able to get all the media out of the bearings, the needle bearings, because you just hit that shit with fucking compressed air, and, it fucking zips, dude. Just
Hmm.
flings it all out. There's no crunching, there's no, like and then once you pack it with grease, it's, like, good to go. So as long as all the seals are good, I just have to that's, like, a big project is doing the transmission rebuild, but, um I wanna have, like, a week where I can just go through it and do it the right way and make sure
Yeah.
everything I'm gonna replace all the hardware, all the studs, and all that shit. So I want that thing it actually shifts really well. So I probably don't even need to, um, but it's better than the one that I cleaned up before. Like, my other shovel head, I cracked it open, and there was pillars, like stalactites of rust inside there.
Oh,
Yeah. And I cleaned
damn.
that up, like, super good, and it worked perfect. I didn't have any transition the only transmission problem I had is I put the wrong size stud in it,
Hmm.
and it fell out on the highway on the way to fucking the EasyCo show in Worcester. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I wanna do a good transmission rebuild. It's just fun, you know? I've done it a couple times before, and, I just wanna do a really good job on it. So I'm just gonna go through it, and I'll replace bearings that need to be replaced, and ones that don't, I won't. Um, but shit costs money, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rack up a big old Affirm bill. I gotta buy a couple of cool things for that bike. But I was looking at it today, dude. So we got not today, yesterday I was working on it, starting in on the foot controls, starting in on the exhaust, planning all that shit out.
Yep.
Exhaust, I could go and drop a thou on some sick ass upsweeps at Paco or whatever, you know.
Hmm.
But I ain't got no money. So I'm gonna build some. Um, I gotta figure out how to do that. But I was thinking, You know, the covers, the flexible covers.
Yep. The ripple.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got some decent headers that fall right where I want them to, and I think I'm gonna do some wild upsweeps, like some wild upsweeps.
Cool.
I want these things to go from here to yah. I want people to look at this thing and be like, "That thing didn't have any back pressure. Those fucking pipes are in a different zip code," you know? Like, I want them to be fucking retarded.
It's gonna
So
sound like a bell. Ding ding
yeah,
ding
dude.
ding 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 ding.
So I wanna have, I wanna do some really great so the other thing is like on my other shovel head, I got which I actually think is one of the coolest fucking exhaust systems is the, what's the guy's name that makes the exhaust for Paco? The Born Free dude? Dirty Biker.
Dirty biker. Yep.
Dirty Biker makes, like, the sickest 2-into-1 shovel head exhaust, full stop.
Yep.
Nothing looks cooler, nothing sounds better, nothing works better, in my opinion. That exhaust is, like, perfect in my opinion, but I can't do it again. I'm not gonna do the same thing again. And dude, it's only like $500,
Mm.
or it was when I bought it. It's probably 1,000 now. Who knows? But, yeah, I'm not gonna do the same one. If you did want to, though, they have the cone in the Jenny version with the squish pipe or without on the inside or outside. You have options. It's really well thought out. He did an
Mm.
awesome fucking job on that, and, fucking thing was flawless, bolt and go. But, yeah, this one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make my own. Up to a certain point, I'm gonna have the flex, and then I'm gonna weld in underneath there. I'm gonna go stainless probably, unless I can get some decent chrome, and then just fucking let them fly, bud. Just let them
Sick.
fly out there. But, yeah, that's I also want them to be able to I wanna be able to stand on them.
Yeah.
That's something I've never done either is, talking to you, talking to Junior Burke
Mhm.
about, like, what is that bike he was like we were looking at, and he's like, "There's 7 exhaust mount studs on it." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about."
Right. Yeah.
I want
He.
it to be, like, bulletproof.
Yeah. That's the standard, man. If you can't stand on your pipes, then you didn't do it right.
Yeah. Especially, dude, with a shovel head or a pan head, you have one fucking bolt up at the
I've seen them fall off. I've seen them straight up.
oh, yeah.
Happened to Nicky Boy the first year I went to Deadbeat Retreat. As we pulled into Fiddlehead, like I've seen it, and all of a sudden your bike sounds like it's like fucking sounds like it's underwater, like bloop 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 bloop. And you're like, what
That
the
was actually
fuck is
that
happening?
sound effect worked pretty good, dude. You
Did
sounded
it?
like the guy from
Good.
fucking Police Academy.
Good. I was hoping it would work on the microphone because it didn't sound like much to me. Me slapping my face, but you know what I mean. It sounds
Yeah,
funny as fuck. So yeah, exhaust mounts are important.
yeah. I'm stoked on it, dude, and this is, like, this is the period you got everything, in there. You don't have to do the really tedious hard shit. Like, once you get into the paint and not fucking stuff up, like, I'm still in the fab phase
Mhm.
where I have my, like, molding and all that shit that I'm gonna be doing. It's all welded in. Um, Now I can just be like, "What do I want for foot controls? How do I want this to work?" Like, and making decisions about that. So, yeah, this is just a fun time to be in the garage making cool shit.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it's just I wanna make sure I allow myself enough time to get it running good because
Right.
I know I'm gonna have problems because 'cause I've never done a mag before, you know?
Yep.
Um, I've, I'm gonna run that Super E that I have with the velocity stack. That thing kicked my ass on the last shovel head.
Mm.
So, I just wanna allow myself enough time to, get it running because I was thinking to myself today, I'm like, "Dude, Idle Hands is in 4 fucking months." 4, dude.
Yikes. Fuck my life.
I got 2 builds going on, plus everything else in my life, plus the Idle Hand show, plus this show.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling a little overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. We've said we need volunteers. We really fucking need volunteers. Help us with our personal lives too.
I need a life coach.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, shout out fucking I got another shout out. Shout out Sammy, our boy. He's going off the road, dude. He's gonna find permanent
Yeah.
settlement in Chicago, dude. Chi-town.
Good for you, Sam.
Yeah. So if any of you lowlifes are in the greater Chicago area, hit me up and I'll give you Sammy's number. He's old school like that. He doesn't have an Instagram. So
No.
if you want to be friends with Sam, which you do,
Yeah.
let me know. He's going to be
The
in
best.
Chicago in like 2 weeks and he's staying there.
The best of dudes.
Yeah. I told him to stay off O Block. Don't get involved in that gangbanging life, bro. You're too old.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Sam, the gangbanging nurse.
He's so impressionable.
Yeah. They were so convincing.
Dude, Chicago is fucking legit, dude. I've had a couple of boys move to Chicago and they fucking love it. But it is, you got to have a certain type of character to live there, you know? It's not, it ain't fucking Austin, Texas. I'll say that.
No.
It's rough, dude.
That's where we used to do
Especially
our
now.
field trips for school when I lived in Illinois. We used to go to Chicago for field
Used to go to
trips.
Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. But Navy Pier's sick. I've been to Navy Pier like 300 times.
Yeah. I mean, people that love it, like really love it. They love it because it's a little bit grimy. It's a little bit dangerous, you know? But that's
Right.
what all the best cities are, you know?
Yeah.
Like you go to Boston now and it's like fucking Disney World. You know, you go to New York City now and it's like it's mostly corporations.
Yeah.
They've sucked the soul out of those cities. But back in the day, dude, like when I was in high school and shit, we used to go to Boston and it was fucking dangerous, dude. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Go to New York in the fucking 80s, dude. It was dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made it so cool. Times Square was a bunch of sex shops and shit.
Right.
Pimps and fucking prostitutes and drug dealers. That's what made it cool. You
We
know?
need to go back.
Now there's a fucking M&M store there.
Yeah.
Stupid
Ugh.
idiots.
What else we got?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the Idle Hand show. We got a cut coming up. Okay? April Fool's Day. This is the final cut. Cutting it down to 12. We got 25 in the game right now. We're going to cut it in half. And these guys are going to have fucking 3 months to get their shit from whatever condition it is at the cut to show performance shit, dude. Man, this fucking came up fast, dude.
Yeah, I can't fucking believe it, man.
We did that cut in January and we're like, dude, April's going to come quick. And now it's fucking mid-March. You got a couple of weeks to get your shit together, dude. Or you're going to get cut. And you're on B-side, which, by the way, B-side, we got that redemption pick, so keep your chin up. And by the way, if anybody from A-side doesn't show up, like they didn't fully commit, there's going to be additional spots ready.
Yeah.
We're having 13 motherfuckers on A-side the day of the show. So build your fucking asses off, B-side. Show them what's up. That's what this is my hope, is that some B-sider comes out of left field, day of the show, shows up with the sickest chop, gets redemption pick, and wins the whole fucking thing. I love an underdog, dude.
Mm-hmm. That would be so sweet, man.
Yeah. So, but I'm stoked on everybody's build updates that I've been seeing come through on the A side, man. I mean, it's going to be such a fun show. We went to Harley. I don't think we even talked about this. We went to Harley, dude. Let's give a couple of show updates. We're going to have a motherfucking main stage with a rotisserie, dude, for your bikes. You're going to be rolling your bikes up on the stage onto this contraption that rotates them 180 degrees. We're going to have professional media teams, multiple, taking pictures of your bike. We're going to have so many amateur photographers there, dude. We're shining a big old spotlight on the garage builder. It's going to be beautiful, dude. But we got this we're doing the layout right now. We're going to have A side, B side, and the freak show is going to be right out front of fucking Harley Davidson, Manchester. We're going to have we know where we're doing the biker games. We're going to be publishing a map. Okay. So you can just show up, free show. You just show up and you'll have a fucking map of the grounds. You're going to be like, where's the fucking funnel cake at? Boom. It's right there. It's on your map. Where's the A side? Boom. It's over here. Huge shout out. Muzzy the motherfucking Wop is going to be doing the art for the show. He's going to be doing the signage, um, things like, like that we're going to be taking fucking awesome pictures of that are going to be published in magazines and your grandkids are going to be looking at and be like, oh my God, chopper culture was so fucking cool back then. It's going to be in the background. Muzzy the Wop, our resident low life artist, dude. Um, Also, by the way, guys, we're going to be pulling that Muzzy the Wop pretty soon. So if you want to get in on that triptych, you should. It's $10. I was going to do $10 per ticket, but I'm just going to say $1 a pull. I'm going to open it up. If you only got $5, that's fine, dude. Get in on it. If you put $10 in, I'm putting your name in 10 times. Okay. We're just going to play it like that. But I want to get you want to throw in $1, you want to throw in $5, everybody's welcome here, okay? Just Venmo the Lowlife Podcast. Links in the bio. Triptych. Everybody get in on this. We are in a final push for fundraising right now. Guys, we've raised over $8,000. You beautiful motherfuckers, dude. When I see you at Idle Hand Show, just go, hey Rhino, I donated to the triptych raffle, or I gave to the GoFundMe. I'm gonna kiss you on your fucking lips, bro. Like that. I'm gonna fuck, dude. Because I love you. Because you guys made this show happen. This is the thing that impresses me most about this. The show hasn't even happened yet. We haven't even pulled it off. You guys, you lowlifes, you listeners, you lovers of choppers and garage builders, you raised $8,000 already, and it's only March. Let's shut this bitch down, dude. Let's raise fucking $10,000 for the garage builder. I'm sick of these fucking yuppies winning all the awards, okay? I want some poor broke ass underdog to get 10 G's. Technically 9,999. Because again, fuck the IRS. Fuck the man.
Yeah.
This is all under the table shit, dude. Suitcase, fucking handcuffed to my hand all day. I'm going to be walking around with 10 G's in it. Come at me, bro. I'm not afraid to go hands on.
You're feisty today.
I am a little bit spicy. I'm you know what it is? I've been thinking about this show. I've been thinking about the people involved in, the Low Life Chopper podcast and fucking the people supporting us and the fucking I get so stoked on humanity, dude. Like I'm so impressed with you guys. Cause it's like me and Dan, if you knew me and Dan personally, it's just like we're just dudes, dude.
Yeah.
Like we're nothing special, but it's like it's so cool that you guys think we're special enough to like you go out and work and you pay the same fucking prices for eggs as we do. Me and Dan were just talking before we got on how fucking fucked everything is. We're like in World War III. The world is falling apart, but we're still uniting around choppers and supporting each other, Like I just love that so much. It's what if it was up to me, we would just have, and again, back to last week when I said that we should start a cult. We should buy land and we should just live on this land together and build choppers and shit and just fuck with each other.
All of us survivors after World War III will all get together and do that in the Armageddon.
We'll just buy like a fucking plot. We'll buy an island, dude.
Yeah.
In like Guam or some shit.
Okay,
and
Jeffrey.
We'll just chop down the trees and we'll make some fucking garages and we'll have we'll have communal wives. No, I'm just kidding. But we could just be our own thing. We would have an awesome altruistic nation of lowlifes, And we'd have to have a still and make some moonshine,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Grow our own reefer, we have just acres of pot plants. It would be a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to convince myself that cult is the way to go.
That sounds pretty good.
I actually think it would be awesome to live on a compound with a bunch of cool dudes.
Yeah, and a commune.
armed to the teeth. So if any congressman flies in, we just take him and all his fucking aides out so they don't shut us down.
Right.
That's never happened before. I can't
Nope.
think of one instance where that happened.
No, me either. Definitely not in Texas. Fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
So I'm all about it, dude. It'll be tax free, of course. Thank you, United States, for tax exempt churches. This will be the Church of the Lowlife. Dan and I will be your Messiah. We will live on a compound. No shoes. That's the other thing.
I
No, I'm
gotta
just
have
kidding. You can
shoes.
wear whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. I ain't walking around barefoot, dude. I
Fuck
see
no.
some motherfucker, dude. I see some fucking people walking around in their garage in flip flops, and I'm like, bro, Crocs bare minimum.
Yeah, even still.
Yeah, that's
Crocs, if you
dangerous.
know you're not handling anything heavy or sharp or will make sparks and shards, fuck
Yeah,
that. Welding, fucking none of that.
welding in Crocs is not fun. Grinding in
No.
Crocs is the worst.
Yeah.
But flip flops, dude, you're mental, dude.
Yeah. I don't even own flip flops.
I want to say I don't want to call him out here, but I'm pretty sure Gnarly Davidson I've seen carry a full motor wearing flip flops, and I got to say, props, dude.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I would not
That is-
trust myself in flip flops holding a Harley motor, moving
Hell
it in
no.
and out. Yeah.
Dude, I walk like a scuba diver every time I wear actual flip flops.
Yeah.
Occasionally my wife will buy me like the $1.99 pair or whatever, and they just like slap my feet. I feel like fucking Scuba Steve, dude. I don't do
Yeah.
the flip flops.
I don't do flip flops. Sorry, bougie Billy. I'm not a flip flop guy. I don't think that you should wear flip flop. If you live in Florida on the beach, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to wear flip flops, or you live in the Philippines or whatever. That's your footwear when you're in the garage. But yeah, dude, I'm not. What if you get in a fight? You know what I mean? What if someone attacks you, dude? You got one flip flop on
In
now.
your garage.
Yeah, like what are you going to do? I say Crocs in sport mode, bare minimum, because at least you can keep your footing. But I'm even over. I think I might even be over the Crocs now.
Yeah.
Just slip on a pair of Vans, dude. Call it a day.
Yeah.
That's enough about footwear. We should get back to the idle hand show.
We should.
What else we got going on with the idle hand show that we wanted
We
to
got a
talk
lot.
about?
So we're gonna put out. We are going to start taking a list of vendors.
Yes.
So if you would like to be a vendor, for both days, one or the other, whatever, reach out to us and let us know. Let us know kind of what you sell and what you've got, and just know right now we're making a list only. Space is not guaranteed. We still have to get accurate measurements and everything, decide how much we have and sponsorship and all this other stuff. So it's not guaranteed, but if you'd like to vend at the event, let us know. To tie into that, on Sunday, we're actually going to kind of flip it a little bit. Sunday is going to be more of an abbreviated version of the show. It's not going to be as long. There's not going to be a hardcore show or any like real actual live music. Whatever is left is kind of there. The only thing we're going to really switch up is because there aren't going to be like bike games and all the crazy stuff. We're just going to open it up to a swap meet. So if vendors roll out, they only do Saturday or whatever. If the bands only want to vend on Saturday and then they don't want to come back on Sunday, we can fill those spots and we can make more spots. And if you're a local dude or you're coming from outside of local and you bring your part shit that you want to swap around, then we'll have a swap meet on Sunday.
Yeah, so Dan just came up with, he just spit this idea right before the episode. I love it. And here's why I love it. You're already coming from out of state.
Yeah.
You're going to have access to parts from different states that you would never see at your local swap meet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what makes it such a great idea is Sunday, we knew we wanted to be low key. You're going to come and nurse a hangover, set up a table and throw your fucking shitty parts out. If you're driving out here, you're bringing your bike, you have a van, a Sprinter van or a fucking trailer or whatever the fuck you have, pack it up with a bunch of parts. It's free. It's a free swap meet.
Yep.
And we're all just going to fucking walk around and swap meet Sundays, dude. You can't beat it. I'm not a church going guy, but you'll find me at a Sunday swap meet, guaranteed.
Yep.
Believe that.
Absolutely.
That's where you congregate.
Yep. So we'll have church on Sunday. Swap meet church. Um, Another thing we wanted to put out is that there's going to be a potential giant CeeLo dice game happening, hosted by Batfish Customs Brandon. We're working on that. It's just kind of it's just going to also happen at the show. It's not going to be like a big deal or whatever, but we're not like biting Danger Dan's thing. No one's winning a bike or anything. We're just playing CeeLo, and we'll figure it out from there. And then also, if you are a B-sider and you are 100% sure that you are coming out here, even if you're 90% sure that you're coming out here for the show and you are going to have a motorcycle in that show, please reach out to us. We're trying to get a rough head count. We're just more or less trying to get a general idea of like, are all 150 of you showing up, or 75 of you, or should we expect less or whatever, so that we can delineate the space appropriately. So if you're sure you're coming, we don't need to know like you and the old lady and the so-and-so and your uncle's dog's sister or whatever. Just, are you coming, and are you bringing a bike? That's all we need to know. All right.
That'd be
Just
helpful.
message us on the Lowlife page or the Idle Hands page, the No Luck page. It doesn't matter. We're going to keep a big running list. But just reach out to us and let us know. And if you can, share this too and try and get this out, on the social medias and whatnot. Just get this out there so everyone can see it. We're just trying to get a head count. So that would help out a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. We want to know if there's going to be 150 bikes or 70 bikes or 25 bikes. We want to
Right.
know really if you're a man or woman of commitment. You said you were going to you threw your hat in the ring, and we want to know, are you about it or are you not? And we
Right.
have the original list of 150, and we're going to compare it to who's actually coming. And then we're going to print your name. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to shame you.
No.
But we do
We
want to
know.
know, just because the space, we have a space
Right.
and we're trying to figure out like the fucking footprint. I don't hopefully people are interested in this shit, like planning a show. Because you don't know, like other shows, they just put them on. But
Right.
ours is like part of the podcast. So we just talk about, we're an open book.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
maybe hopefully this is interesting to other people. I would be interested in it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's interesting, and I think it's a different dimension to the show that makes it unique. You know what I mean? That as you guys can tell, we're coming up with this as we go. So, yeah, I don't know. It gives you a little insight into how much work is fucking involved. But we, real quick before I forget, we got to start talking about planning out and apportioning money toward our like physical budget of things we need to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like our
true.
archway and stuff like that. Start getting that stuff kind of figured out and how we're going to do that and delineate some weekends for that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you guys, we're still looking. If you want to donate things for giveaways, please let us know.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to mention, uh, I mentioned two things a couple episodes back about Danger Dan, the Lowlife code. Haven't been able to sort that. Danger Dan is James Brown to the chopper biz, dude. He's been at like since we talked, he's been at like 7 different shows. He has his tours going on right now, so he's very hard to get a hold of. But we'll eventually sort that stuff out, so just please be patient. But we also are looking for other people. If you have fucking stuff that you make that you want to give away, we're happy to raffle it off. Like I said, we're in our final push. This is NPR, dude. We're doing our fucking I don't know, quarterly fucking fund drive or whatever. We need money, you know? So if you have stuff that you can donate to support the show, you're supporting choppers, you're supporting garage builders, and we're so appreciative of anything that you can give. But yeah, dude, I'm actually really burnt out on the fucking fundraising portion of this. It's really tough to keep track of this all and constantly be talking about it. So I just want to I want to get that 10 grand. And then I'll just be like, whew. Once I get that, then I'm like, good. You know what I mean? And then we'll figure out the other shit that we have to pay for later, and
Right.
borrow and steal for the
I'll
rest
get a
of it.
credit card or something. Yeah.
Yeah, get
Fuck
a
it.
Lowe's card.
Yeah. Credit card
Go
will send me an email today. I can get a loan. Fuck it.
yeah. We'll take out one of those shiesty fucking loans with like 400% interest rate on it.
That's how I got a pinhead, bro.
Any way you can fucking do it. We're gonna
That's
make
right.
this shit happen for you guys. Um, even even if it destroys our credit score. Which I was
Chopper
thinking
shit.
today, I was like, dude, I might just say fuck it and just, I was trying to plan out the next 7 years, just
Mhm.
declare bankruptcy, let your credit be shit for like 7 years, and then I'll be back in the game. No
Yeah.
problem. But at least we have one cool day at the
Yeah.
Idle Hand show.
Mm.
Um, yeah, what else did we Dan takes notes. I don't. I go, "Oh yeah, I'll remember that." And then I
Yeah.
don't remember anything.
I absolutely have to have notes at this point in my life. Did you want to put out the lodging information that we have?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let me
What we have of it so
yeah,
far,
so
anyways.
so what we have through Harley, number 1 is we have a block of rooms at the Marriott in Concord, New Hampshire, which is about 25 minutes away from the venue.
Yeah, 20,
20,
25
25
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
There is a toll. Concord's nice. It's a quaint little town, and it's the capital of New Hampshire. I used to live there in Concord.
It's almost a direct route on 3A. You don't even have to take the toll, and it's a back road that
True.
damn
You
near
take
connects you to
3A,
the hotel.
and it's parallel to 93. 93,
Yeah.
you're gonna hit a toll. It's a buck. But yeah, it's about 25 minutes away. We
Yep.
got a we have a block of 40 rooms, I believe, and it's 159 for a king, 169 for a queen. I have hopefully by the time this drops, the website will be up with the link. So there's a link that you can click. I'll put it in our bio, definitely. So I'll put the link in the bio to book there if you want a discounted rate. 159 for a king. This is through, I think it's the 10th through the 13th. You'll get this rate. So that
Mhm.
weekend, and you can book it in Concord at a discounted rate. There's a couple other let me pull it up real quick. There's a couple other places. We're gonna talk just generally. We're gonna try to get some more room rates for you guys. But if you're looking to book, I mean, it's so far out that they're the it's not huge savings. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, let me just pull this up.
I
I don't
personally,
even know where I put this shit.
I would go to hotels.com or kayak or whatever the fuck, any of those other ones, and just type in hotels near Manchester, New Hampshire, and pick one if you want a hotel. I'm going to rattle off some campgrounds that are nearby.
Oh, I got it
Um,
here.
I haven't stated all of them, so I can't necessarily attest to each and every one of them. But right now, I'm looking at just near me. There's like 20 or 30 within 30 miles of me. So there's plenty of camping places around here too, which I personally recommend. I think it's going to be the middle of July.
A lot of people want to go camping.
Yeah, I honestly, even if it's like a couple weeks leading up, obviously knock on wood, fucking whatever, this isn't the case, but even if it ends up being like, oh, it's going to be kind of a rainy weekend or whatever, I would still rather camp. If I'm coming all the way out here for this, make an adventure and an experience out of it. You know what I mean? All of these places, the campgrounds and stuff, we're not bullshitting you. New Hampshire's real small. All of these places are very, very close. We're just woods up here. So, like, there are campgrounds everywhere. Some of them are tiny, some of them are huge, some of them are RV. You can literally camp on the beach in Hampton Beach. There's a state
Yeah.
park right there. You can camp on the actual beach on the ocean. I highly fucking recommend you do that. If you're from a landlocked state out west or something, go stay on the ocean. You won't
Yeah.
regret it.
We what we wanted to talk about now is like it's like, yeah, we're gonna have some room rates at some campgrounds and at some hotels, and we'll put them on our website as they become available. Okay. So
Yeah.
the lowlifepodcast.com, I'm actually fucking with it because the URL's all fucked up or whatever. So it'll be live hopefully by Friday when you're listening to this, and if not, shortly thereafter, I'll put up a post. But I'll have the link So the link is already there for the Courtyard by Marriott to get the special room rate. As we add hotels and campgrounds with special rates, we'll put them on the website. We'll put them in our bio. The closest hotel to the fucking show is Fairfield by Marriott in Hooksett, New Hampshire. And that's probably, where I'm going to stay, is at a hotel it's 2 minutes away. But let's talk a little bit about where you should stay. It depends on how long you're going to be there, right? So if you're going to be there for the weekend, if you're coming on Friday and you're leaving on Sunday, I would suggest staying somewhere in Manchester if you're doing a hotel. Elm Street is where all the bars are, all the food is. You can just walk out of your fucking hotel. They all have car parks. You can walk out of your hotel and walk up and down the street and go bar hopping and have a fucking blast. Okay. That's where we're going to be having the pre-party too, is on Elm Street. So stay in Manchester, New Hampshire, somewhere close to Elm Street. So you can just, what you should do is 100 Technology Drive in Google. Okay. It'll bring up the map and then click on hotels if you're staying in a hotel. All right. Same thing with if you're going to be camping. There's so many great camping places, right? In the area that this show is, it's very urban. So there's not a whole hell of a lot in that area for as far as camping goes. But it depends on how long you're staying, right? So if you're coming up for the week, we're going to give you a couple of areas of New Hampshire that you should camp. Because in my opinion, New Hampshire is one of the most beautiful states in America. I've been all over America. I've been all over the world. In July in New Hampshire, dude, like Dan had mentioned, Hampton Beach or anywhere in that area, Salisbury Beach, right over the dude, Hampton Beach and Salisbury, it's right over the border. Okay. So you're essentially
Rye-Main's right there too. You literally hit 3 states within like 10 miles of coast.
New Hampshire is so small. You don't even, if you live in Texas, dude, New Hampshire is like Dallas. It's just like, it's so fucking small. When I say you can stay in Massachusetts, you could stay in Boston and get to the show in 45 minutes.
If you leave at 4:00 in the morning, but yes.
Oh, if you're coming up on Saturday morning, yeah, you're gonna hit some traffic. But
yeah,
I'm just saying you could stay in Boston for the week and make it to the show and ride to the show. It's 45 minutes. That's nothing on a bike. But some places I would recommend is definitely Hampton Beach. We have 18 miles of coastline in New Hampshire, dude. Hampton Beach is an old school, like Lost Boys type beach. You know what I mean? Like it has the fucking shitty arcades. It has Christie's Pizza, which is like the most disgusting pizza you'll ever do. They take a piece of pizza and you have to ask for cheese. And if you request cheese, they'll put a pad of American cheese or provolone on it and like heat it up for 10 seconds. It's disgusting, but you got to get Christie's.
Blank's fried dough.
Hampton Beach, dude, is amazing. Yeah. It's the only like real beach that's like a party beach. Dude, if you're at Hampton Beach when the sun goes down, it is rowdy as fuck, dude. Yeah, they have the Hampton Beach Casino ballroom and shit. And they have Wally's. They have fucking awesome musical acts, dude. It is a fun fucking beach, dude. And the water's freezing cold even in July. But it's an awesome beach and you can walk up and down the boardwalk and they have all the fucking Bajas for $20 and fucking, fried dough and ice cream. It's just a fun, shitty old beach to go to. Highly recommend it.
It's our Jersey Shore.
I love Hampton Beach, dude. I love going there.
Yeah.
Even after all these years. I loved it when I was younger and I fucking love it even more than I'm older, Yep. Get some good fucking, dude, you can get some good fucking seafood. You got good seafood.
Browns is right down the fucking road,
Browns,
man.
Bro.
Oh,
yeah,
the best. Period. If you want seafood,
that's what. See, we're gonna give you a little tour of New Hampshire. Okay, so like we'll give you a couple of spots to eat, a couple of spots to stay, but these are all commutable, dude. How far is Hampton from Hooksett?
Hour tops.
Dude. No,
101. Literally,
I would say
keep
40
driving.
minutes tops, dude.
Yeah, true.
I can get to Hampton. Because you're going to go on 101. I've never seen a cop on 101. You can go 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, you really can.
You can go 100 miles an hour. Nobody patrols that shit.
Yeah, it's a scary stretch of highway when you're on a chopper, but it's if you're with more than one, it's all right.
It used to be, dude. It used to be scary as fuck
Yeah, I call it
before
the
they split
Crucible.
it, dude. It used to be a
Yeah.
highway with all it was a dotted yellow line in between,
Yep.
and you would fucking the entire way. It was just crosses and crosses and crosses from car accidents and shit.
Yeah.
But Hampton Beach is awesome. I would hire if you're staying for the week, and definitely if you're from like Idaho or some shit, go see the ocean, man. Hampton Beach is a lot of fun. Uh, Here's my next recommendation: is if you're staying for a week or more or whatever, you got to get up to the White Mountains. I I highly suggest Lincoln or Woodstock if you're going up
Mm,
to the White Mountains. I'm going to go so far as to say the Woodstock Inn and
mm,
Brewery is one of my favorite places to stay in the world, dude. It's a tiny little inn in the White Mountains, and they do shit right, dude. They are so hospitable. You rent a room. Each room has a different theme. You might have like a moose head on the wall, or you can get like a suite where it's like an actual house. It's pretty fucking cheap considering what you get. You get a free breakfast, dude, which is one of the best breakfasts you'll ever have.
mm.
It, they put out free, like when you sit down, they have like fucking cinnamon rolls fresh out of the oven that they made for free. That's like what you eat while you wait for your free breakfast, dude.
Mm.
Which you get when you stay there. I went there and they have an eating challenge, which is like death by burger, and it's this humongous
Oh,
fucking burger. It's
I forgot
fucking
about that.
ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
They make their own beer. You can buy growlers right there
Mm.
and get like refills at a discount. The fucking beer is amazing. But they're wicked fucking nice, dude. Like, I'll just give you a quick example. I went there with the kids, and my youngest son got death by burger. He's a fucking maniac. He's fucking in first grade, dude, and he was like, "I want death by burger." So I got him death by burger. They cooked this fucking thing, and as the waiter was coming out with our food with this death by burger, some fucking stupid busboy or whatever knocked all our food down on the ground. And it takes a while to cook a death by burger. It's fucking I think it's like a whole it's like 2.5 pounds of meat or something fucking stupid, dude. It's fucking massive. They didn't say anything. They just came out with apps, dude. They came out with fucking nachos and pretzels and fucking this and that and free beers and shit for the table. And they go, "I'm sorry, it's going to be a little bit longer." And not only did we get all this free food and beer for free, they knocked our bill in half. It's not like going to Chili's where they're just like, "I don't give a fuck if you ever come back," you know?
Right.
So anyways, I can't recommend this place enough, dude. I grew up we actually my parents have a little plot of land in Woodstock, New Hampshire, which I still camp on to this day. If I go up to Woodstock, camp on it. It is the best, dude. If you end up in the White Mountains, let me know because I know all the secret swimming spots, dude.
Mm.
I know all the secret swimming spots, all the best swimming spots, and they have some of the best. Dude, if you want to hike and shit, if you're an outdoors person, can't beat the White Mountains.
For sure.
If you like riding your bike and it works pretty decent because it gets up there in elevation,
Mm.
the White Mountains, the Kank, dude, in the summertime,
Yep.
your dick's gonna fall off. It's so beautiful up there.
Yeah. Do the
So
notch, do
Lincoln
Frank Con-
Woodstock area, I think, is the best mix of close to all the tourist places,
Yeah.
and also it has all the food and industry and stuff.
Right. Yeah. For me, any of the northern half of New Hampshire is heaven. Anything. The Lakes region is absolutely incredible. You'll be
That's the
here
third
a
spot I
month
would highly
after.
recommend is Lakes
Yeah.
region.
Anywhere around Lake Winnipesaukee, anywhere around Lake Winnipesaukee is incredible. You can get Airbnbs super discounted, especially that time of year because Bike Week has already come and gone.
True.
Bike Week's like our main draw. I wonder if that's NASCAR weekend. That might be NASCAR weekend. We also have a racetrack out here and shit, New Hampshire Motor Speedway, if you're into that. I think that's the following weekend now that I think about it. But anyways, you might be able to get like a pretty damn discounted Airbnb. And by Airbnb out this away, what I mean is what is usually a several $1 million real estate property with lakefront
Brother.
access
Yeah.
and game rooms and fucking, it's like a lodge
Place
that
the
like,
place we stayed during bike week
right,
that you
exactly.
got
Right.
was a 3-story mansion overlooking a lake. It's
And it
not
was,
if you get a crew of dudes or gals together
yeah,
and you pitch in on a fucking lake house, dude, it's cheap and it'll blow your fucking mind, dude, what you can
absolutely.
get.
It's so much better than staying in a fucking hotel or whatever. It's so
1,000%.
much better.
Dude, especially if
You
you're
get a
staying for a week,
garage.
dude, because it got fucking laundry, it got a
Yeah.
fucking fridge, it got a fucking stove. It's a house that people
Yeah.
rent though, you know?
Right. You get one with a garage. You park your bikes on the inside. You don't have to
Yeah.
worry about shit. It's
Yeah.
fucking, and
Laconia area. So there's
yeah,
all a bunch of if you just like look at Laconia area, Lake Winnipesaukee is this huge motherfucking lake. Anywhere around that lake is good. And you can get
yeah,
around that lake. Again, New Hampshire's small guys.
right.
So if you're in Laconia, you can get to Hooksett in under an hour,
Yep.
you know?
Direct shot from 93 right down the highway. You're fucking
Yeah,
easy
so if you're
money.
coming from, like, California or Washington, you're like, "I wanna be kinda close to the venue." It's very urban, but if you're gonna make a big thing out of this and you're gonna be here for an entire week, move around. Go to all 3 of these places. Get
Yeah.
2 days at Hampton, get 2 days up in the White Mountains, get 2 days over at the Lakes region. They're all so distinctly beautiful and different.
Mhm.
The Lakes region too, guys. You can see Weirs Beach, like where Laconia Bike Week happened
Yeah.
just the month before, and you can climb Mount Washington, which the peak of Mount Washington is the most like is the windiest place on earth.
Yeah.
It's the windiest place on earth, dude.
Yep.
There's 3 storm systems that converge at the peak, dude. It's insane. And you can see you can see all of New Hampshire from the top of Mount Washington. It's insane.
I've never been. I've never been to the top of Mount Washington.
I did when I was a kid, dude, but I wanna ride my bike up there. I just never everybody that I wanna go with, all of our brakes on our choppers suck so bad, nobody
Yeah.
wants to go back down. That's what
I
everybody's afraid of.
Yeah, I refuse to do that on a single brake only chopper. I don't give a shit. I know that it's the thing is you're not even like engine braking that whole time because like you have to stop and fucking like wait for other people sometimes. There's
Yeah.
like it's really fucking steep up there. So if you're up there and in July, if there's a bunch of tourists up there because we get the mass hole invasion every weekend in the summer, there's going to be fucking bazillions of people out there
Yeah.
doing the same thing. So you're going to be riding your clutch and on your one brake the entire way down Mount
Yeah.
Washington. I don't fucking think so. I'll do
Yeah.
that on like a newer bike with good brakes.
Here's that you brought up a good point too. So, here's how traffic works. We have one major throughway, which is Interstate 93.
Yeah.
So, if you're going north or south, you're on Interstate 93, and on Friday through Saturday, going northbound, 93 fucking sucks because all the massholes come up here.
Parking
Every
lot.
single Friday, if you leave at like 4 o'clock, just avoid it. Go on Route 3, which is going to be shitty because that's all the locals that are avoiding the traffic on 93, but not a place you want to be on a bike that's air cooled. And
Mm-mm.
then on Sunday, you don't want to be going southbound on 93. Just don't do it. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. So those are like I would say those are the 3 main spots I would recommend in New Hampshire is coast, lakes region, up north, as everybody from New Hampshire calls it. It's actually funny because people from other states and stuff, they're like, "What are you talking about up north? What's up north?"
You
Up
are north.
north means the White Mountains of New Hampshire.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Conway, any of that stuff up there.
Yeah, North Conway is
for,
really nice too.
for any of you that ritualistically partake in cannabinoid-esque substances, you want to be near a border because we still don't have it legalized in this state, even though we're live free or die. So
It's
if
decriminalized, but
right,
you can't buy it. There's
you
no
can have up
dispensaries.
to like I think you can have up to like 3/4 of an ounce on you or something. It's a violation level offense, which is a ticket. So it's like fuck it.
Yeah,
But
so you'll be fine.
um,
Stop at the fine dispensaries in Massachusetts,
Massachusetts
Vermont,
State
or Maine.
or May. I was gonna say what I would recommend is you add a little bit of riding to your weekend. Like when we went to party at the Pen, for instance, and we usually try to do this on purpose. When we go somewhere that's not around here, we try and build in like at least 45 minutes to an hour of ride time just to get there. So it's like we got to go to the event, but we also got to ride our motorcycles. It's one thing to just like go to the show. I personally would rather stay like I would stay at Pawtuckaway, Pawtuckaway. It's a state park. It's gorgeous, camping, all that other stuff. That's out toward the coast. I would stay out that way because Maine's right there. Maine's literally right there. It's like from Pawtuckaway in that area, you're like 15 minutes to the main line. And then there's shops and dispensary, and Portland's 45 minutes north of there. And it's kind of, that's a good epicenter for like, if you want to experience New England, Newburyport, Massachusetts is right down the way. That's like other than Martha's Vineyard, that's like the stereotypical New England, like, fucking ascot tied around your neck, rich people, like New England cottage town or whatever on the ocean. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
I recommend seeing all that shit. If you're from a place like where there's a bunch of mountains and trees and shit, come see Boston, come see the ocean. You know what I mean? See what you missed, because we have it all out here. So we're spoiled.
Yeah, I would definitely say, like, if you're extended, stay, choppers are great in Boston, dude, because fucking parking is a nightmare, dude.
Yep.
So if you can if you can find a spot, you can get like 5 choppers in there, no problem,
Yep.
And you can walk Boston in a day. You can go and walk the Freedom Trail in Boston on foot, and you can hit the harbor, you can hit the north end, you can hit the south end, you can walk the whole fucking thing on this trail. Dude, they have bricks. I used to live down in the south end, and you could just walk out my door, Harriet Tubman fucking statue, follow the bricks, and walk the entire city of Boston in a day. And you can go to the oldest restaurant in America. I forget what it's called, like something Dragon or some shit.
Yeah, I don't
Oyster
remember.
House or something.
Yep.
But that's worth it. That's a day trip, dude, in Boston. And Boston is one of the coolest cities, dude, in the world.
It really is. Yeah. Tons of history in Boston, and then, all the cool subculture shit that happens in Boston, and just in general, Faneuil Hall, Quincy Market, all that stuff. It's not like it used to be, but it's still awesome.
Yeah.
You'd go see Fenway, go see all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's a very like,
if you're into baseball, dude, go to fucking Fenway for a day.
Go see a game for sure. I highly recommend
Fenway
that shit.
So fun.
It really is. Fuck the baseball. Baseball's boring as shit.
I don't give a fuck about baseball.
I love going to Fenway Park. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's still, I'm not a big sports guy, dude, but I'll go to fucking Fenway, dude. Last time I went to Fenway with my boy, I got so shit-faced, dude. I was double fisting beers. And it's like, it's an old place, like it has like the stadium seating. So you stand up and like your knees are like level with the dude in front of you's head. Mm-hmm. And dude, I was so drunk, these beers were so full, dude. I was spilling them all over his back. Him and his family were yelling at me and stuff. And I was like, ugh. Didn't get kicked out. They don't give a fuck, dude. They're used to that sloppy ass shit.
Yeah, as long as you don't pull out a vape.
Oh yeah, dude.
Don't rip you out of there.
They'll tackle you. But yeah, dude, definitely. Just remember how small New Hampshire is. I'm going to say this. I'm going to give you another tip. If you're riding in New Hampshire, it doesn't matter where you stay. When you put in your GPS how to get to the Idle Hand Show, turn off highways.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. You're going to be surprised, dude. If I go to Dan's house, I can hop on the highway, or I can take a series of routes to get to his house. Same amount of time.
Yeah.
It's the same amount of time, only it's more scenic. We got long, winding, fucking beautiful fucking routes all over the place. So turn off the fucking highways, turn off the tolls, and there's 1,000 different ways to get to anywhere you want to go. It's a beautiful fucking state, dude. And I want you guys to experience it. Me and Dan will definitely be in the Manchester area, so for those 3 days of, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Dan lives in that area. I'm going to be there the entire time. We're going to be setting up. We're going to be doing the pre-party. We're going to be doing, setting up the show and shit. But definitely make it out, because it's going to be, I think we have something really special here for a couple of reasons. Number one, just like bringing it back to the garage builders and rewarding the hard work and the underdogs and the dudes that all that matters is it, like, the meritocracy. Like, you've earned this shit. is what I love about the show. The second part about it is the low life component, dude. Like anybody who supports this show, anybody who fucking fucks with us, dude, we fuck with you too. And it's gonna be like a fucking family reunion, dude. I can't wait, dude.
Yeah,
Like
for
how
real.
many conversations have we had with like Nick, like Iron Trash Rat?
I was just
Or
gonna say him specifically. He just sent me a video. He's out in Australia. I think he's actually on his way back today. He's out in Australia, cruising around at night, windows down, on the coast of Australia, listening to Cool Arrows by Bullshit Detector, and sent me a video. I was like, dude, that's the
yeah,
coolest shit ever, man.
I'm so stoked to get to meet these dudes that like,
Yeah.
like it brings me back to like like the war run,
Mhm.
like when he was like, I just wanted to Big Scott or whatever was like, I just
Yep.
wanted to like see my friends. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
that's kind of what Idle Hand Show is to me. Is like
for sure.
I want to see all you motherfuckers out there, dude.
Mhm.
That's why I'm like being kind of an asshole about like get out to Idle Hand Show, dude. Like it's gonna be fun. Like I'm hoping that we're not like running around with our heads cut off like the whole day. I'm hoping that we have shit locked and we can just enjoy the day like with everybody else. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's my hope. I wanna get it so locked that, like, the day of the show, we can just fucking party with you guys
Yeah.
and get nasty, and I'll kiss you on your motherfucking mouth, bitch. Mwah.
That's a threat.
Open sore, dude. I don't even give a fuck. You're gonna be like,
Yuck.
I'm gonna do some fucking, Tom Savini shit, dude. I'm gonna have, like, a fake one on my lip. Just see let's just see who lets me.
Gross. This conversation has devolved into something I no longer want to partake
You
in.
got the ick, dude.
Dude, I can't do it. I hate that stuff. That's so gross. I fucking cut you open and play with your
You're the
guts.
first
Blood
one.
doesn't
You're getting
bother
a
me,
mouth
but
kiss, dude.
dude, growths and fucking sores and ugh, nope. No, thank you.
Yeah, dude, I don't know
Um,
who's into that sort of shit, dude. I'm not even gonna get into it, but I'm just gonna
yeah,
say the
thank you.
name Dr. Pimple Popper.
God damn it.
That shit grosses me the fuck out, dude.
So fucking gross.
And people, if you're into that shit, you wrong.
I'm not kink shaming nobody, but fuck, I just cannot get behind that shit. Makes me, I want to throw up, dude. I
Yeah.
hate that shit.
Let's change the
Anyways,
subject.
real quick, let me run through my quick 2 omissions from the paint shit real quick.
Mm.
I actually have had a couple people that reached out about a couple things. So 2 big things that I omitted from the paint conversation. I just want to breeze over real quick. One of them is the actual application of paint, like once you have it mixed in your gun and like how to spray it and what you're looking for and shit. So like I said, set your gun up. You have all your stuff in your gun. You're going to do your test spray to make sure your fan pattern is good on your door or whatever you have, your masking paper. When you're spraying it, you want to apply it when you're spraying base coat, right? Let's start with that. When you're spraying base coat, you want to do light coats. So you don't want complete coverage on your first pass. So you want to see like a mist. You want to see real fine particles of paint, whatever going down, not real big, thick ones with a bunch of texture. You want it to be atomized well, all that shit. And then you're going to do an overlap. You're going to do like a 50% overlap, which means you've done your first coat is here to here. You're going to overlap that by 50%. So you're actually going to, you know what I mean? You're going to be stacking them. So how you make sure you're getting a good overlap is you're going to make sure that in your spray area, you have multiple sources of light because you're going to use the reflection from it's called your wet edge. When you spray a line with your paint gun, the bottom edge of that spray, that is your wet edge. You're applying that stuff. That's the wet edge. So what you want to do is you want to build off your wet edge. You want to maintain your wet edge. You don't want there to be streaks in between. If there's streaks in between and you don't maintain that wet edge, that's when you get tiger striping and blotchiness and all that other shit. So what you're going to do is you're going to orient yourself while you're spraying it so that the wet reflects off your light source and you can physically see where your paint ended from your previous application, your previous stroke with your paint gun. You're going to maintain that wet edge all the way through, and then you're going to know you have good coverage. Then you're going to check everything with light and all that shit. So that's more or less how you're spraying your shit. And then obviously every single time you use a fucking paint gun, clean it out with lacquer thinner, acetone, something like that. I don't just mean pour some acetone into the cup and shake it around a bunch and then squirt the acetone out. I mean, disassemble it and clean it and hit it with a brush and dry it off and all that shit every single fucking time. Doesn't matter. Clear coat's worse than other things. Primer fucking sucks too. Don't leave shit in your gun. Even like the Harbor Freight ones. Just don't get in that bad habit. The only difference between spraying like a base coat and spraying like a primer or clear coat is you're spraying primer and clear coat heavier. That's it. You're putting more material on. You're maintaining your wet edge. You know, you can close up your overlap, whatever. That's the only difference. And then the only other major thing that I didn't mention before was actually mixing metal flake. When you get metal flake, you get it in a can and it's just the flakes. And then you're going to either mix it with regular clear coat or you're going to mix it with inner coat, which we discussed was clear base coat. So you're going to mix your actual metal flakes into a carrier of some sort, whether it's real clear or it's intercoat. I use intercoat clear because it flashes much quicker like base coat does. It flashes within 15 to 30 minutes. So I can keep applying coats and it's not going to run on me. If you use clear coat, you can stack and stack and stack. Eventually you're going to get solvent pop because you're putting too many layers and your shit's going to run, and you really don't want to run metal flake because you'll see it. Obviously it'll fucking glob up and you'll get a big streak of metal flakes and they won't lay right and all that shit. So what you're going to do is you're going to mix into a paint cup. You're going to mix it into your clear coat or your inner coat clear, and you're going to mix enough of it in so that when you take your paint stick or whatever out, when you mix it and pull your paint stick out, that more or less how much is left on your paint stick right there is what it's going to look like in one pass. That's a good idea to tell you how saturated your clear coat is with flake, depending on how much coverage. That's important because if you only want a little bit of flake, you don't want to put an entire tub in there. If you want to turn your shit into a disco ball, you want to put a lot of it in there. But here's what I'm going to recommend, especially with clear coat. I highly recommend you do it in inner coat clear because of this. Do light coats. If you run metal flake, you will fuck it up. To fix run metal flake, it's a motherfucker. To hide ran metal flake, it's tough because you're going to get a big droop. Like I said, all the little metal flakes are going to group together and they're going to sag together, and you're going to see it from a mile away and it's going to look like shit. And it's really hard to cover that up. Light coats. When you go spray your first round of metal flake, if you've completely covered it like a disco ball, you're one in fucking 10 million. It's always taken me like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coats to get to full bass boat disco ball coverage. Like, do it slowly because the runs fucking suck, dude. It's awful. So really pay attention to your flash times on that. If you're using proper clear coat, do not put fucking 12 coats on. Don't do it. So another important thing about that is you're going to want to bury all of your metal flake after you've sprayed it. This is the last point. I have one more tip and then I'm done. After you've sprayed it, you have to bury it, right? You have to hit it with enough clear coat that you can sand it flat because you don't want to see all the texture. It'll look like sand, like when the light reflects it. It's chunks of metal flake. So if you stack a fuckload of clear on top of it and you go and sand that and you hit those metal flakes that are buried in your clear, that's no bueno. You're going to knock the color off of them and shit. If you're doing red metal flake and you knock the color off one, it's going to be silver. And then you're going to have a bright silver metal flake in the middle of your red. So what you're going to want to do is lay your metal flake and then you're going to want to stack clear on top of it. So what I do is use inner coat clear because it flashes off in between coats much faster. I can keep applying as long as I'm adhering to my flash times and making sure it's dry and matte finish in between. I can get whatever coverage I want. And then what I do is hit 2 coats of inner coat clear, just inner coat clear. Again, that's just a bridge and it's just to lock everything down. And then I do like 4 coats of clear, thick coats of clear on top. Let that sit sanded flat and go from there. So one more tip I have for spraying metal flake. When you have it physically in your gun, you have it all mixed up and shit, you spray it, you pour it into your gun. What I do is I get a handful of clean, like nuts and bolts, and I put those into the paint cup. What will happen is very quickly, those metal flakes will settle out of solution. If you are in there and you're spraying a bunch of stuff all at once and you sit there with the gun, say, oh, I dropped something or whatever in the booth or whatever. You have to take a second. That shit will settle and it will clog your paint gun, even with like a 2.0, 2.5. So I have nuts and bolts and shit in there. While I'm spraying, I'm literally shaking the gun. Like I'll, and then I'm shaking it back and forth. And you can hear them swishing around to keep that shit in solution. And then when you're done spraying, say you've done your first coat, when you're done spraying, take the fucking, pour the shit back out into a paint cup and take your paint cup off or whatever and store your gun upside down like this in between your coats. Because again, any of that flake that's in this journal here from your paint cup, it's just going to clog up your tip and that is going to fuck everything up. So those are the two things I wanted to cover real quick. Sorry. I know it was random in the middle of everything, but didn't want to leave those out. If you think of anything else, let me know.
Yeah. Do you have anything else? Did we forget anything?
Other than I'm going to fucking start working on my panhead this week. I've got some plans. I've been touching it. I just haven't actually done. I packed up all of my tools, not all my tools, but a lot of my tools from the shop today that I don't necessarily need there. And I threw them all in my truck. So I brought all the tools back. I swear to God, once I get a chance, I've had a lot of late nights and late work days this week. So once I get a fucking chance, I'm going to empty out my garage and I'm going to get back on it. So I need a headlight. But right now, I want a rectangle headlight. I would like a cool old vintage, like unique one. I would like something that's different, something that I can retro to LED. Right now, realistically, I will eventually just put pennies away and end up going for an FNA, one of the rectangular ones that they do, because they're really, really cool and I like them and they're slim and all that stuff. But if you have a lead on something that's cool or whatever, send it my way. Let me know, especially if it's not a lot of money. But yeah, I need a headlight. Other than that, I pretty much know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing. So
hell yeah.
I got our boy John Luke's working on some little accent stuff for me right now. He and I switching some stuff back and forth. We got some really cool little ideas, things that
John Luke's working
like,
on some stuff for me too.
Fuck yeah. We're working on some stuff that like little accent stuff that's not necessarily the stuff that you see on a lot of other stuff. Like we've talked about like license plate bolts and stuff like that, but there's some other things that like I've never seen someone like go out of their way to make a custom one of these or whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah, hopefully we can come up with some cool shit. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm looking for a tail light. If anybody makes custom tail lights, let me know if you want to work on something fun together.
Chris, Aero Manufacturing, we miss you.
I know, dude. That little tail light that I had on my other shovel head was so fucking sick. I kick myself every day that I sold it with that on it.
I can't believe you didn't take that off. But real quick, that also reminds me, shout out to Chris from Oxford Coat Choppers. He hit me up today. I was just thinking about him yesterday, actually. And he hit me up today to check in. So he's still doing bike shit. He's just not on social media. So he's still doing it.
Damn, man. I was thinking today, I'm like, I can't wait to get off social media.
Yeah, dude.
If it wasn't for the Idle Hand show, I would be off it right now. And I would just do a podcast.
Hopefully this shit explodes and next year we have like a social media manager. Just be like, you do that. Yep.
And I'll just live my actual life.
Exactly.
I mean, I do like talking to people on there, you know. I like that we're contactable, but
yeah,
you know, some days I'm just like with the posting, like there's nothing to me that's like less manly than posting on social media. It makes me feel like such a little girl when I'm like take a picture or something and I'm like, you got to craft this and put the right hashtag. It's so fucking lame, dude.
Yeah, I really struggle with it.
I guess I don't mind social media like interacting with people. I just wish it was cooler, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I always an idiot.
Yeah, I feel like a shill or whatever. Like when I'm posting something, like actually posting something, stories or whatever, I'm usually just sharing something that I either thought was funny, cool, or somebody I support. But hard posting something, like it's got to be like a big thing in my life. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I fucking whatever. I bought this cool thing today. People don't give a fuck about that, you know, in my head. So I'm with you there.
Yeah, and the other thing is like to actually have a good social media presence, you have to put your face on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they wanna see your face talking about stuff, and it's like, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, talking into the camera, dude, is the worst.
Hmm.
The podcast is different because to me, this is just me talking to you
Right.
on a
And
video call.
also, we're in the safe confines of our own home. We're not out in public doing this. Hey guys, looking at a
The
cell phone while other
worst,
people
dude.
are walking by, like, what the fuck is this dude
How
doing?
embarrassing,
I
you know?
oh, I could never.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't care that much about getting popular or whatever, like, on social
No.
media.
Nope.
But, anyways, I guess we can probably shut it down. I just wanna tickle that, I don't know if it's this week or next week. I think next week or the week after, we're gonna be having Haley back on,
Fuck yeah.
Hailerization. I'm so super stoked, dude. We've been trying to get, you know, back on a podcast for a while now. Go check her out. She's on the Built Well podcast. What is she did a fucking article, a swap meet article, a swap meet review, I think, for Life is Piss magazine, which
Sick.
I haven't gotten to read yet, but what an awesome name for a magazine, and I'm sure it's fucking hilarious because everything she's the Queen Midas of
Mhm.
choppers. Everything she touches turns to gold. So check that out, and I'm looking forward to that. We also we haven't talked about this. I really want to get once we do the final cut, some of the Idle Hand shows final builders on, so we can do some bios and talk about their builds and all that shit. And that's going to be coming up quick. So we have a couple short weeks here. We don't have much. We're gonna have a couple more guests on, but after that, it's Idle Hands, baby. We're gonna be riding the Idle Hands wave from April to July, and hope to see you there. And if you're not there, you're fucking dead to me. Don't talk to me anymore, piece of shit. All right, let's shut this shit down. Danny, any parting words?
My album recommendation of the week is really, really easy. It's a single song. It's called While God Was Away by Love Lost. And it is a release, so it counts. So fuck you. It's one song. It's awesome. It's like youth crew hardcore. It reminds me a lot of a local band around here called Long Shot from back in the day. So it's really good.
No
Check it out.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
I have a weird one. I've been listening to. Have you ever heard of the Chats?
I love the Chats, dude.
Dude,
Smoko is one of my favorite. Kevin got me onto them when he worked for me.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Are they? I think they're from New
Australia.
Australia. Yeah, I was gonna say Australia or New Zealand or whatever, but yeah, Australian. They're wicked young, but it's
Yep.
like old fun punk, dude.
Yeah.
I've been listening to
Smoko.
this.
Shit. What are some of the other songs? Pub Feed. Fucking love that song. Yeah, they're great. They're fucking great. They're like
Especially the
real like street
GTR.
punk. Yeah,
Yeah,
6-7 GTR 6-7. Yeah, they're great.
yeah,
Go
dude. They're
listen.
wicked
I second
fun.
that.
I mean, it's like it brought me back to like the punk that I used to listen to back in the day. It's just fun
Yep.
and stupid, and they're actually touring in New England.
Mm.
I just
I would
pulled
go.
them up, dude. They're in New Haven, Boston.
No shit. I would go see the
Like
Chats. I'd have to bring Kevin. He turned me on. I'll never forget. He used to play Smoko, and
Smoko's wicked.
if you're not prepared for it, if you're not super familiar with the Australian accent, when you first hear it, the lyrics, you're like, what the fuck is he saying? And he says it so many times that like the first time I heard him playing it on like the shop radio, I was like, dude, turn this off. Like, what the fuck are you doing? This is so annoying. And then he was like, no, you gotta like, give it a chance. And then I ended up eventually giving it a chance, and they're fucking incredible. So
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
fun stuff. And again, like, um, yeah, the fucking talking about Australia. I'm just gonna shout out Chopper Night Australia,
Oh yeah.
Friday, the 28th of August, 4 to 10, Saturday, AMCA motorcycle only swap meet. I put this up on our page. I'm gonna continue posting this. This dude hit me up. Dude, I love Australia. I love Australians. You fucking bunch of bogans. I fucking love your utes, dude. I wish we had access to all your utes.
Yeah.
I love the Chats. I was this close, dude, to moving to Australia permanently.
Mm.
I was this close. But yeah, go check out Chopper Night, dude. It's Chopper Night AUS. That's short for Australia on Instagram. Friday, August 28th, dude. Fucking let's
Very
spread this
cool.
shit, dude.
Absolutely.
From
That's it.
fucking all corners of the world, dude. All right, guys. Till next week. Get in the fucking garage. Don't make me berate you again. Have fun. Get in trouble. Never stop chopping. Deadbeat Customs. Steve over at Deadbeat Customs is all about grassroots motorcycle riders who build and customize their bikes. When it comes to building a custom motorcycle, they carry the best brands available. Go visit their brick and mortar store in Tewksbury, Mass, or at deadbeatcustoms.com. Remember, enter code LOWLIFE at checkout to save some money. Stay Strong Co. Jean-Luc makes the most heavenly hot sauces in the world. The shits, and hotter than a Harley and a pepper patch, Low Life chopper sauce. Go to staystrongco.org today and grab yourself the holy trinity of hot sauces. Beck Built Fab. Dustin is the plug for excess chopper parts. Drum, disc brake, mid controls, hand shifters, foot clutch, modded worm gears, intakes, and more. He can do any fabrication, weld repair, upholstery, or maintenance job. Check him out at beckbuiltfab.com. Revenant Chop Co. Connor isn't about overpriced lifestyle merch. It's chop clothing made for the garage, for the blue collar builder who'd rather spend his money on parts than trendy tees. It's not just another stack of black t-shirts either. He drops wild garage-born designs that stand out. Gear that looks great, covered in grease, or on the side of the road. Check out revenantchoppers.com.